What's up, everybody? Welcome to 5 Raw TV. I'm still down here in Pittsburgh at the Masters Nationals, and I thought this video needed to go up. So, common sense, deductive reasoning is it's gone nowadays. People there is none. They have no common sense. They say things that sometimes you're like, what? And they're like, yeah, that's fact. Like, this is because I said it, it's fact. Regardless of where they heard it, if you look at it objectively, you're like, this is the dumbest thing I've ever heard. Now, what am I talking about? So, I put up the video about intermittent fasting, and inevitably you get people defending the fact that, of course, intermittent fasting itself is no better than a regular diet, right? It's all caloric restriction. So I said, look, here's the thing. If I eat 3,000 calories for my maintenance and I eat intermittent fasting, I eat it on a 5-meal-a-day program, I see better results as far as weight loss on the intermittent fasting. Now, I don't increase my cardio, I don't change my calories, but you know, this, for me, I can lose a lot of weight. And I said, well, that's because you're in a deficit using intermittent fasting. Intermittent fasting with that eating window will put you in a deficit still. And I'm like, so I counted my macros, I counted my calories, and I'm in a fucking deficit. So tell me how this works. So the individual actually said, it's in the comment section, that if you eat the 3,000 calories in a short enough window, so I don't know what that means, because I know some people that eat 3,000 calories in one sitting, but anyways, my window was like 5 p.m. to like midnight. So that's about 8 hours, 3,000 calories. Now, check this out. If you eat your calories in that short amount of time, which I don't know why that's a short amount of time, your body will not digest it all. It'll digest some of it and then excrete and piss the rest out. And I went, what? I'm like, what kind of fucking, so you're trying to tell me that all people have to do is just cram the calories in a short amount of time, and their bodies will normally digest a piece of that and then just flush everything else out and leave you in a deficit? Are you fucking kidding me? Well, first of all, let's take deductive reasoning and fucking common sense, right? When you go to the bathroom, is the broccoli popping out, right? Do you have a whole chicken breast pop out? No, you still have poop popping out, which means it's broken down. Like, you don't have fucking actual whole chicken legs popping out of your ass. It's digested, it's broken down into shit, and that's what's in your fucking toilet. Have you ever looked in your toilet and seen your dinner from the night before, and it looks like your dinner from the night before? No, because you fucking digested it. Your body pulled the nutrients out and it excreted the fucking waste. It's waste that comes out. Your body doesn't all of a sudden say, well, I can only handle 1,000 calories, so I'm going to shit out 2,000 calories. What the fuck? I can't wrap my head around it. Now, there was an old myth back in the day that said you could only take in 30 grams of protein at a time, and your body couldn't digest more than that. And that was pretty common knowledge. Everybody thought that was true. And then you looked at Lou Frigno, who ate 5 meals a day, and you're like, he weighs 300-something pounds. He'd have to eat like 10 times a day. He's only eating 5. So right off the bat, you go, obviously your body can use more than 30 grams of protein at a time. So that was debunked, right? Now we have this situation, and I'm looking at it going, this guy can't be fucking for real. He can't be. So you're trying to tell me that my 600-pound life, that show, why the fuck aren't those people in a deficit because they fucking eat large amounts of calories in a short amount of time? How the fuck are they getting to 600 to 1,100 pounds, right? By that theory, they should be able to, whatever they're eating in an 8-hour window, right? So for every 8 hours, if they're eating too much food in 8 hours, they'll only digest a portion of it, they'll excrete the rest of it, and they'll be in a deficit. So why the fuck are they 900 pounds? Like, what the fuck? I'm like, I read this shit and I'm like, this is the problem we have. Someone says a statement like that, right? Which is asinine, plain and simple. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. And people will read that and go, huh, yeah, that makes sense. And what they'll do is they'll start stuffing themselves 3,000 calories in that 8 hours that they normally don't get in, thinking that that's going to fucking happen. Their body's just going to go, I don't want to use all this and get rid of it magically. You're just going to fucking get rid of it. Like your body goes, oh, I'm done. Like, what the fuck? And then they get fat and they can't figure out what's going on. They blame it on genetics. They blame it on hormones. They blame it on everything else. But it's realistically the advice they took from assholes like this. And I'm looking at it going, so common sense tells you that if something comes out of your ass, it's been broken down. Okay, it's not like I don't understand where this is coming from. And if it did work like that, then these 600-pound motherfuckers would be 300 to 400 pounds, or maybe 300 pounds, because the fucking food that they're eating, break it down into 8-hour eating windows. If they're jamming 4,000 calories in each 8-hour eating window, their bodies are only digesting a portion of that. That would put them in a deficit, and they'd be losing weight. These fucking people have to go on 800 calories a day in order to lose weight. That's what Dr. Now puts them on the show. So I'm looking at this thing and I'm like, man, I had to make the video. I was like, I have to make this fucking video because it's the dumbest shit. And you go, what science is behind that? Show me what science is behind that. Show me where it says, because we're still looking for a drug to cure obesity, right? Even though bodybuilders have learned how to drop 20, 30, 50, 60 pounds, right? Getting ready for a show. And the average person struggles to lose 2 or 3 pounds, right? So we're trying to come up with a drug. So instead of doing what we do, we're going to get a drug to make the shortcut. But the whole time, they don't need this drug because all they have to do is eat all the calories within a certain window. So instead of doing 8,000 calories in 8 hours, right? Why not do 2,200 calories within 2 hours, right? And then your body won't be able to digest it. So you'll be in a deficit and you won't even have to do anything. You'll just automatically lose weight. Like, it doesn't make any fucking sense. So be aware, guys. The bullshit online, the myths, the fucking straight up asinine comments, it's fucking stupid. Plain and simple, it's fucking stupid. Don't listen to these fucking people. They're just so religiously attached to science that they will come up with shit like that doesn't make any fucking sense. Like, it defies the laws of physics in the body, right? But they'll come up with that rather than say, maybe there's something to this intermittent fasting thing. Interesting. There's data behind it. There's science behind it. There's scientists studying saying, hey, this is not just another diet. But we're not going to accept that because we're too attached to the fact that the bros might have been fucking right. And we don't want the bros to be right. So therefore, we will make up any kind of bullshit. Matter of fact, that's the worst bro science shit I've ever heard about. Eat all your calories in a small window. Your body doesn't digest them all and just shit them out. What the fuck? Like, I can't wrap my head around. So be aware, guys. Listen, it doesn't matter how many fucking calories you eat. If you eat a bunch of fucking calories, your body has 2 choices. Fucking expel it one way, come back up this way, or digest it and get it through your fucking butt. Now, the absorption of the nutrients, that's different. The absorption of the nutrients has nothing to do with how much food you take in. It has to do with your body, how efficient your body is and how healthy you are. So right off the bat, you look at this and you go, look, I'm not dealing with this bullshit. I put this up so you guys can understand where I'm coming from and realize that a lot of things said out there make no fucking sense. And just because somebody says something doesn't make it true. BioSerching@gmail.com. Leave comments down below, but don't fight. BioSerching.com is a blog. It's a doesn't make it true bicep. I really like this chair. I wonder if I can fit it in my suitcase. And we are out.